Folks, we'll be starting in about 10 minutes. I'll be back in 10 minutes and we'll get started. Very excited to be here. We'll have a lot of fun today, I promise. Hey gang, we'll be starting in about 8 minutes or so. I'm here just preparing in the background. Stay tuned. We'll get everything set up. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope everybody's doing great. Hope everybody's having fun today. Good morning, good afternoon, good morning, almost afternoon. One of those, right, Ray? Hope everybody's doing great. Matt is out at a wedding, I believe, so it's just me today. Is there another class right now? Why is the room so light? People just don't like me anymore. I don't know what it is. I get no respect around here. Yeah, it's real light. Hey, Cyrus. Genevieve, people made too much money. I don't know about that. Let's see. Well, hopefully it'll fill up. Hey, CJ, how are you? Good day, everybody. Hey, Arturo. I usually come a little later. Maybe that's what it is. People usually pile in at the last minute. We got Gary. We got Curio. We got Ron. We got, hey, Ron, how are you? We got, who else we got? We got Blair. We got Wade. Hey, Mark, Matt will be back on Monday. He's out and about. I don't know. I think at a wedding or something like that. I think his best friend and his neighbor is getting married today. So he's out. Sanjay, how are you? Louie, how are you? Ray, Jay, Ray. Good day, everyone. Michael, Robert, Cyrus. Who's this? Genevieve, how are you, Genevieve? We got, yeah, Richard from Puente Gorda. Oh, it's terrible. Brendan, Arturo, good day. I'm just chatting with my friends from California. I want to see how their properties are doing. It's awful. Huh? Interesting. Huh? Fires in Woodland Hills. Terrible, 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 terrible. These fires are doing nobody any good right now. Nobody any good right now. Let's see how many people. I just want to get started here. Yeah, we almost got 200 people here, and we got 32 people here. Wow, it is quiet today. Holiday blues. Yeah, folks don't like this market. Well, let me say hello to everybody and we'll get started. We'll be starting in just 1 minute. Actually, we're still pretty early. I got to say, we're still pretty early. I usually start at about 12:05 or so. So let's say hello to everybody. Jay, Ray, Robert, Michael, Bancroft, Peter, Anil, Wilford, Richard, Infinitely. How are you, Infinitely? It's been a long time. How are you doing? Let me take my jacket off. It's getting a little warmer in here. I'm wearing layers and layers of clothes. They asked me what I learned in law school. I learned in law school to wear layers and layers of clothing because you don't know when it's going to be hot and when it's going to be cold. I kept that principle alive for many, many years. Just don't know how the weather's going to be. How you doing, Richard? How's everything going with you? Arturo, CJ, Gus, Peggy, Steven, and if I missed you, I apologize. Ken, hope you're doing well. Troy, they all went to the movies today. Yeah. Hey, Mark, everyone in Alabama is out playing in this. That's what I hear. Mark, you're the third person telling me that today. I think not Richie, someone else was telling me the same thing this morning. It's literally the same thing. I think I'll just go play in the snow. Sean, good morning. Cyrus, how are you? Scott says bad weather has a lot of folks without electricity. That's a very good point, too. I did not think about that, except for Los Angeles, obviously. Teresa, Don, good morning, Alabama. See, snowy Alabama. Does it snow in Alabama a lot? It doesn't, right? It's not a common occurrence, right? Tell me if I'm crazy. Remember, I'm not from this side of the country. I'm from the west side, so I don't have a lot of experience. Hey, iPad 89. Who am I talking? Who's this iPad 89? The mystery. M.E. Noel, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Steely, how are you? Colleen, how are you? iPhone 24. What are these iPhones? Put your name in here. Sharon, how are you, Sharon? Moondog is in the house. I love it. Pat is in the house. Finally, we're getting people coming in. We got 250. Chris says it's all starting to click. I hope so, Chris. I hope so. I'm just kidding around. I'm glad to hear that. Good job. Good job. Laura, Scotty, Ron, I've been following you for the last 3 months and just waiting for my end to join the pit. Oh, we've been having a lot of fun in the pit today, actually. We've been having a lot of fun in the pit. I'm taking today off from trading, just sitting in. That sounds good. Good morning. Good morning. Ben, good morning. Stephen, good morning. Ivano, good morning. Genevieve, good morning. I was worried about Kane. Is he okay? Is his house okay? Kane lives in Orange County. Kane lives about 50 miles south of the fires, David. He doesn't, well, he lives in Los Angeles, but not in Los Angeles. The fires are in Los Angeles. Kane lives in Orange County. So Orange County is where Disneyland is. It's about an hour, 45 to 75 minutes on the 405, depending how busy it is. So yeah, as far as I know, it has no impact on him at all. So just FYI. Ken, layers, yeah, layers. Oh, good, good, good. 14% on Bud. Dennis, good morning, good morning. Snowman, Tinia, how are you, Tinia? Barry, markets and the weather has me seeing red. Oh, Barry, sorry to hear that. No, been about 7 years. Oh, all right, Sean, Wild Rangers. Hey, Wild Ranger. Hello from Connecticut. There, it's cold all the time. Hey, Bob, how are you? Arkansas. Hope everybody's having an amazing day. Me too, John. I hope everybody's having an amazing day. Jason, Rochelle, how are you, dear? Can't get Verizon to connect my new phone. Oh, well, that's not good. I need to go to AT&T and get a new phone. Hey, Bob, Kirk, Ellen, scored wins on CLST, ST, PMAX. Oh, nice. Cyrus. That's good, Alan. By the way, Matt's not here, so I'm going to be a little, I'll try to be my best. I'll give you guys my best Matt interpretation, which is usually being very quiet. 20% on Builder. You're welcome. Yo, didn't you email me about that one? Somebody emailed me about Builder. But anyway, Atlanta is frozen over. Even buses. One of my friends who moved from LA lives in Atlanta, and he sent us a picture today. That doesn't happen very often in Atlanta. STZ, 25% in 15 minutes. EIX, nice. Just breathing into LA. That's what I was telling my wife, Karen. That's what I was telling my wife. Funny that you mentioned that, Karen. I was telling my wife exactly the same thing. Can you imagine the air quality over there? Whew. Noel says you are number one guru. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. CCI put 99%. Good for you. Good, 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 good. I love when a plan comes together. Did anybody make money on the SPY on the SPY zero DTE today? Let me know. Let me know. So let me just show you some fun stuff. I know it's Friday, and usually Fridays are pretty boring in the pit, but we've been having a lot of fun there today. So let me show you what's been going on in the pit. We don't have any open positions now, so I can kind of talk about it. Now, a lot of people are always asking me, what are you doing in the pit? So let me tell you what we did this morning in the pit. I said that I told you about XLE. I don't do this very often. I'm doing it today. I feel I'm in a good mood today. It's Friday. I'll do it today. XLE breaking out of resistance. If it breaks out, we can have an upside move. I talk about SPY being at support. I added a firm to our short watch list. I added jets to our long watch list. When I add things to our watch list, it simply means I'm putting it on one of my screens, okay? Then I said if you were short Builder from a bonus trade from a few days ago, I took profit on it. I added Shopify to my short list. I drew a horizontal line at a SPY level. That's really, really important. I told folks to keep an eye. I reminded folks to keep an eye on insurance stocks, particularly Allstate and CB in light of LA fires. They have the biggest exposure to Los Angeles. I added STZ and XEL to our short list. We took a short, bonus short STZ. I threatened people by telling them they're on their own, but I lied. I told them where to take profit. But if they didn't listen to me and they didn't take profits, woo, that STZ went down another 4 or 5 points after we called it. Then I told them we're still holding CLS long. And then I told them we're liquidating CLS long at 104 with a profit right here. Then after that, I told people why we're not taking longer term trades in other programs. Then I told folks to scalp SPY a bit and buy a put on SPY. We got out of the SPY put. Folks who stayed in a little longer did really, really well. And then I got nice testimonials for people who made money on the SPY put. And we've done all that before noon today. Pretty cool, right? We've been having a lot of fun in the pit. I love it. I love it. I love it. And people tell me what we do in the pit. Alan says, you truly take the best care of us and you are the best in the industry. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. That's very nice of you. Carlos says Wild Ranger currently living. Ooh, Chatsworth. Ay vey. Because you're close to Woodland Hills, man. Carlos, you're very close to Woodland Hills. There's a lot of, you're not that far away, my friend. Oh, I feel so bad, Carlos. I hope you're okay. I know the area really well. I grew up in Northridge, so I know Chatsworth, obviously. Oh, awful. Wild Ranger grew up in Woodland Hills. My friend is on Shoup and Ventura Boulevard right now, Wild Ranger, literally in car sending me pictures. Mm-hmm. Cannot see my screen. Paulie, I think you're the only. Hey guys, can you see my screen? I currently have the. Yeah, of course you can. I'm looking at it on YouTube. You guys should be able to see it. 50% profit. Nice, Cyrus. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. Somehow I missed it. I must have been sleeping. It happens. So this was our first official scalp trade. It is my personal. This is what I'm saying. Pitt is like literally sitting right next to me, and hanging out. I love it. I love it. Oh, Valley Circle. Oh man, you're right there, and where the West Hills separator is. Wild Ranger. Oracle 87%. Very nice. You know what my problem today is? Matt is not here, and I can't copy the testimonials. So mea culpa. Howard says Chatsworth. I mean, okay, Howard. Do you have to bring that up? Dr. Al, I'm surprised you're not already in a firm. Just broke some daily levels on daily. I'm looking at it. Tahunga, oh, Barbara, North Hollywood, right there. I'm sorry, guys, that I'm taking so much time away with the fires. This is bad, and this is literally where I grew. I mean, this is where I grew up. You know, Granada Hills, North Hollywood. I grew up right there. I, I mean, I know those areas like like literally like the back of my hands. Right by Victory over there. That's terrible, uh, especially for Carlos, because Carlos, most of you don't know this, but Chatsworth has a lot of greenery and a lot of farmland, a lot of horses, so very dangerous. So, FYI, for those of you who are interested, okay, and again, one of the things about traders is traders take advantage of opportunities. And right now there are opportunities, and remember, we don't know the full extent of the damage. If we don't know the full extent of the damage, we can't price it in, right? We can't price it in. I could see myself on YouTube right now, to YouTube from Zoom to see you. Okay. Hey, everybody on Zoom, can you guys see me and CB, the chart of CB right now? Can you just give me a heads up on Zoom? On Zoom. Okay, good. So everybody can see me on Zoom. All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone needs a new house? All right. Good. 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 Send my first fire department emergency fund today. Profit will go down. So CB has huge exposure in Los Angeles. Okay, huge exposure in Los Angeles. Allstate has huge exposure in Los Angeles. The stock I gave you on Wednesday has Edison. Everybody in LA is like, yes, we know Edison. We're very familiar with Edison, Roger. It's the local utility company in LA. 1 second, Wild Ranger. Let me. You're top at Topanga, just below the 118. Oh, yeah, you're right there. Very convenient. You're right by the freeway entrance. But yeah, you're above everything. You're on the other side. You're close to Art. You're close to you and Art should get together, Carlos. He's by Magic Mountain. You're not that far off. You're like what, 5 exits off? Anyway, too many memories. Too many memories. Living somewhere for 45 years, you get attached. So EIX, another one. Now, folks, I'm not trying to tell you to take advantage of bad times. But I'm letting you know that there's a lot of stuff going on with these utility companies. And remember, it's going to be weeks before they discover the full damage. Like blocks and blocks of 47 square miles in Pacific Palisades are screwed. They don't have no idea. They have no idea the extent of the damage yet. And utility companies are yeah, I'm glad you guys made money. So I told you guys in the pit, now I'm telling everybody there's more money to be made in insurance companies right now, okay? Now, I want to go over something that I've been threatening to go over now for a few days, but the timing just wasn't right till now. This is a good time to take notes. I'm going to talk about yeah, you got no problem, Carlsbad. Kane doesn't have any problems. He's on closer, he's about an hour away. But like the area where I grew up, oh, Carlos, I can't wait to see you in February. I literally pray to God that the area. I used to go eat sushi with my wife at Omino's like twice a week, 3 times a week, and that's right next to Carlos. That it's a very beautiful area. It's the far, far, far end of San Fernando Valley. It's a very beautiful area, very, very nice area of Los Angeles. Brings tears to my eyes. Yeah, Kane's in Orange County. He's about an hour south from everything. All right, folks. So I'm going to talk about a few things you may want to write down. Also, speaking of writing down, I have a class. I haven't done this class probably in a year. It's all new material, and I'll give you some top stocks. It's happening at 1 o'clock. Okay, here's the link, and then let me give you the link on YouTube. That's one thing I miss here. Sushi here, Mexican food and sushi here. Yeah, yeah. Anyways, onward and forward. So I want to talk about this. I want you guys to write this down, or at least the important numbers, because this will come back to haunt us, okay? Oh, and we got out of CLS. I forgot about that. We got out of CLS at a good profit too, at a reasonable profit, especially with this market being down 500 points in the pit. The pit has been treating us actually very well. So for 2024, the S&P 500 earnings are currently expected to be, please write this down. I'm gonna post it for you guys. I gave CLS, Kevin. I gave it earlier. It's all there. We just went through it all. That's the beauty of the pit. Everything is timestamped. So I gave you guys this information in the YouTube channel, and I just posted it. I would appreciate it if you guys would keep an eye on that, and I'll tell you why you need to keep an eye on that. Because these numbers I just gave you are moving targets, and if those moving targets start moving south, it's worse for the market. If they start moving, and again, I'm not a big fundamental guy, but this shifts sentiment. This shifts sentiment. Big time shifts sentiment. You could still get out above our entry, CLS, but we got out at 104. Yeah. I warned, I posted it in the Telegram twice. I even posted ahead of time that I was going to get out at 104, and then it hit 104.05. All right. Shop is on our short list. Shop is on our short list. Yep. So write these numbers down. Now, earnings growth improves to 9.6% if you exclude the energy sector. Okay. So the energy sector is putting a huge drag on the market. The growth pace now drops to 3.8% if you exclude the tech sector. So the tech sector is giving you that outlier to the upside, and the energy sector is giving you that outlier to the downside. Now, I'm going to repeat this again because this is really important, because what I'm giving you right now is the sentiment that's priced into the market. And if you don't get this, it's because remember, earnings are big and they're starting next week. And you need to know this information, not because earnings, we're going to get deep into earnings. You need to have the big picture so we could see how it starts shifting, okay? All right. All right. So estimates have been coming down. But again, we're looking for a big surprise on technology, and tech companies have been warning us that things are not as peachy as they once were. Just saying. And we have an outlier to the downside on technology. Now, all major sectors are expected to enjoy positive earnings growth. Okay, all of them. Now, the tech sector has been a significant, I'm talking about mega caps, MAGs. This is why you should pay attention to what I'm saying right now. The tech sector has been a significant driver. Without the tech sector, we would be worse off than we are right now. And I think most of you know that, because I've been telling you that for the last, I don't even know how long. Okay. Let me see how many people are on YouTube here. We got, oh, good, 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 good. We have a nice crowd for a Friday. I like it. So here we go. Oh, yeah. So tech sector for the fourth quarter, it's expected to be up 15% from the same period a year ago on 10% higher revenue. You should write that down. That's a huge carrot. If that carrot, let me explain why. Well, I already explained why, but the growth pace goes from 10% to 4% without tech. Do you understand how big of it? It's big. It's big. It's real big, and it's real important. So we're looking at 15% on 10%. I'm rounding down just to make it easier for you to remember. It's 14.9 and 10.4, but it's 15% EPS and 10.4% or 10% higher revenue. The sixth quarter in a row of double-digit earnings growth. Tech has now been warning of a slowdown 2 quarters in a row. Just saying. Again, if I don't say these things, you may not realize why it's so important. So I need to make sure you understand that. Now, that follows a surprise of 22.6% and 11% higher revenue in last quarter. So we're looking for a much smaller growth. We're only looking for 15 instead of 22 and pretty much the same revenue. But we need to make sure this trajectory stays because this is what's been driving the market, as we all know. And right now it's not. And look again, lower highs, not good. And we're at the 50-day moving average, not good. SPY breaking the 100-day moving average, not good. RSP almost at the 200-day, not good. IWM almost at the 200, not good. There's nothing good here. There's nothing good. I'd love to tell you, but I don't mean to be a grim reaper or anything, but there's nothing good. So P ratios are high, and here's my problem. So let me just say it without being circumstantial. I'm a little too rhetoric sometimes. So if tech doesn't give us the surprise we need, we're going to be in deep doo doo. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay. And the expectations are really high, and I'm not seeing why they're so high. So anyway, but when you exclude tech, the S&P earnings for the year, not for the quarter, for the year, would be up 12.3%. Okay, which it's just I think we're putting too much. Because the rest of the market's selling off administrator. Because I think we're putting too much. I think we're giving tech stocks a little too much love, and I think it's gonna bite us in the butt. Especially, why do I think that? Two reasons: interest rates and semiconductors, which, by the way, rejected that 265 level faster than you could say, "Who's your daddy?" Look at that. Just look at that engulfing candle times 3. Like, no, we are not ready to go up. I mean, I like the higher highs, and it is going to break eventually. And I will like it after it's at 265 because it'll be all the way up here. But we need to break this level right here, this gap, this little baby gap we have here. Okay? Very, very important. All right. So, in light of all of this, let me give you some stocks to the downside that I like and stocks to the upside that I like. But first, let me take a look at the SPY. Let me move this here. Yeah, we broke down today. Caught a little bit of air at the VWAP. The VWAP never fails. I mean, most of the time, it just doesn't fail. And then we just took off, and now we're near the low of the day again. Jim says, I will let a subscription to another guru expire this month. They traded in error the last 4 weeks, which cost me a lot. Roger's analysis has been spot on. If he says go short on something and someone else says go long, go short, lesson learned. Thank you, Jim. Jim, I don't make mistakes very often. I do make them, but I don't make them very often. Double downgrade means more than one company or buy, sell. Double downgrade means more than one company. These downgrades don't mean very much unless they're made by the company themselves. Just letting you guys know. So these down and up stocks you will like, you still don't recommend will move up, right? Based on market. I like the market to the downside, but I would be cautious because we're at the 100-day moving average, and that's a major support level. And there's a good chance by the end of the day we could start coming up, and this will be a pivot. So I would be very, very careful till we get confirmation that we want to go down below this area. Confirmation. Remember, there's two types of entries. There's an expectation entry and a confirmation entry. Where do we learn all that fancy stuff? All that fancy schmancy stuff. All right. So be careful. Be careful. I mean, be careful. And look at RSP. Look at the levels. Look at how much resistance you have here. Roger, how come you haven't been giving us a lot of trades in the last 2 weeks? Trade what? This? I wouldn't want my worst enemies to trade this. That's the other thing. Like sometimes not giving you guys trades is like the best thing I could possibly be doing. How many long trades made money in the market in the last couple of weeks? Yes, cash is a very nice position right now. And let me tell you something else. The lower the stock market goes, the better the cash will be a position. Yes. Well, remember, Adam, we don't have to guess. We have the number right here. Here. We got it right here. We don't have to guess. Look, let me show you guys something. Speaking of which, and then we'll get into the stocks. Look, let me show you guys something. Excuse me. 20-week highs, 6 stocks. These are large cap stocks, 20-week highs, priced between $20 and $1,000. Pretty much every stock, right? 8. Okay. How about 50-day highs? 10. How about 90-day? How about 20? No, 20 doesn't really. It's noise. So how about 90-day breakouts? 22. Yeah, good luck with that. Remember, if this number's not 100, at least 100, look at the lows right now. Look at what we came into the day with. 32 on the upside, and to the downside, we were at 127. And I said we have momentum. Just a few hours ago at 8 o'clock, I said we have momentum to the downside, but we have no momentum to the upside. And now we're at 347 to the downside, which is a number that can go up to about 500 to 600. Where did you learn that from? You know where you learned that from. But this is nothing. I mean, this is nothing. Nothing. Now, I will say this, that if a stock is breaking out of a 90-day breakout right now, the odds are very strong it's being bought out by institutions. But look how sloppy this is. Look at how gappy this is. You can't trade this. I mean, this you could trade. Oh, wait a minute. I was going to say this you could trade. I was going to say we did, and we got out with a profit. I forget what I say sometimes. This we can. Oh, wait, it's on my watch list. We're about to talk about it. But my point is, there's not that many stocks that right now you want to. This is not the time to be a hero. I want winning trades, not just trades for the sake of trading. We need a protector from ourselves. Oh, you do, Don. You do. I would rather you looked after us like you are by not gamble trades. Of course not. Who wants that? All right. So momentum, as you could see here, and look at the raw score. Raw score, we already have 500 to the downside. That's including ETFs. That's the one I use for my momentum. We're already at 500. So there's a really good chance we could turn around and just hit that 100-day on the SPY and just come back. But there's nothing to the upside. Meanwhile, wrong chart. See that? You don't know what to do here. Also, we can consolidate around here. So I'm just being very, very cautious. Thank you, Sylvia. FXI, that's another one. That's the top Chinese stocks. Terrible, just terrible. All right, let's go through our stocks, folks. Let's go through our stocks, okay? Yeah, quality is a lot better than quantity, Richard. I agree with you. All right. By the way, how many people we got here? Now we have a lot of people, 431 here, and on YouTube we got 90. That's a lot of people. All right, Mandela's. Now look at this. This is a beauty. That is a beauty right there. That is beautiful. What else can I say except this is beautiful? Put a stop maybe around 60, 79. That is a beauty. The problem is with the market going down now, how do you know if the stock is being pushed down by institutions or not? You don't. You don't. You need to look at the 5 minute and you need to look at this versus the SPY on a 5 minute. And I taught you guys how to do that very, very well. Probably 28 days now with all of this choppiness. You want to go a little further out too. Remember, the choppier the market, the more you want to go out. 77 delta, 59 put. This area right here. That is very nice compression. The optimal time to have bought the put would have been right here. So, but still doesn't look bad at all. Barry says on Think, where do you set VWAP settings, please? I don't change the settings. You need to go to Customer Service Live for that, Barry. Exactly what Penny just said. Thank you, Penny. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, I'll take a look at it in a bit, Bodine, if I have a minute. Let me take a look at the next one, PSX. This one I would wait. There's no rush for this one. I would wait for it to break down below maybe right here, 112. You got plenty of time, so let's hold off on that. Philip Morris. Now, this one is a beauty. Look how compression. I love these compression breakdowns. But again, is it the stock? Is it the market? I mean, it's one of those things. It's hard to pick when the stock market's down 500 points. How do you know why something is down? It's a dilemma. Stop loss right above this pivot, about 123. Go about 28 days out, 75 delta, 122 put. Travelers, we talked about this. I don't want you doing anything because we're approaching the 200. This morning it was closer to up here, so I said the target would be 200, but we're already close there. So I don't want to do anything there. Now this one broke the 200. This one you have a clear shot. But again, we got a little deviation here. I'll give it to you, but I'm telling you, very small size, maybe even day trading. And if you can afford to do the stock without the option, I would do that too because implied volatility is crazy. But 71 delta, 190 put, all state, and my stop loss would be at the 50-day. This may be a position trade because there's going to be a lot of shakeouts in the insurance industry after this. Don't think that the worst is over yet. Yeah, yep, Penny, yep. NEE. Oh, what a beauty. What a beauty. $73-ish would be a good stop. I would go about 28 days out to about 71 delta, 70 put. Let me give you guys a link for the class that I'm having at 1 o'clock. It'll be a brand new class. Brand new. I haven't done this in probably a year, if maybe even longer. I don't remember. It's a number one setup. It'll be pretty cool. You guys will like it. And here it is. Here. There it is. There it is. Like the stock. 28 days out, 71, 70 put, February 7th expiration. Bud. Oy, oy, oy. We talked about this, but look at this nice, beautiful breakdown. But again, be careful because if we have a pullback to the upside today, you'll be able to get this. And also, as I said, the SPY is at the 100-day moving average. And if it bounces up from here, you're going to be swimming against the tide. Don't get overexcited about the market isn't. Look at the SPY. Look at this. This whole thing. Look at this. This is bad. This is a car accident right here. You want to avoid this. You want to drive down these roads. You want to stay away from these roads, okay? Remember, let the market decide what you do next. Don't let the stock decide what you do next. Okay. Now, what did they say about Clyde? When you and Clyde gonna just what is this? I missed the Clyde comment. Hold on. When you and Clyde gonna give us underwater basket weaving class? Oh, sooner than you think. When you guys come here live. All right. Good. 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 AMT. Look at the smoothness of this. It almost sounds like like I'm some pervert talking about something weird, but I'm talking about stock charts. Look at how smooth this is. Look how beautiful this is. I get so into these. I could stare at these things hours and I do hours and hours at a time. I love charts. I love charts. Look at how this thing respects the 50-day, by the way, and the 8-day. It's nice. Nice. All right. 186 as a stop area. I would say go about 42 days out. AMT. The stock likes to trend to 75 delta, 185 put. Yep. Yep, Raymond. I need counseling. Bud, what was Bud? Bud was 28 days out, 69 or 79 delta, 48 or 49. I feel like after today's trading session, a few people will need a Bud. I'm well, Art. How are you doing? I know that Carlos is in Art. You should know Carlos is in Chatsworth. You guys are literally like 10 minutes away from each other, or maybe I don't know, maybe 15 minutes away from each other. I hope things fires, huh? Ay, ay, ay. Kathy says I get discouraged with the market sometimes, so I love your constant enthusiasm. My pleasure, Kathy. Yeah, there was a trade on SPY in the pit. The one of our and that was the type of scalps that I had in mind. You see how we got in, we got out pretty quick. If it went against us, we would have gotten out at about 180, 170, maybe 160. But that's the kind of trades we're talking about. Thank you, Don. I appreciate it. I asked people if they want me to continue doing these trades there. Let's see what the feedback is. I haven't looked at it yet. Let's see. Let's see what the people have voted. You guys want me to continue giving these bonus zero DTE scalps? Oh yeah. Ooh, wow. We got a lot of people. Yes. Yes. Definitely yes. For sure. Survey says yes, yes. How is Chuck in his place in Malibu? Chuck doesn't have a place in Malibu. Chuck doesn't have a place in Malibu. I did. I talked about gold this morning, Marcel. All right. Let's continue. Let's go to the long side. Geo, Geo. Look at this consolidation. I want to make sure this breakout is for real, and I want to see if it has volume. Yeah, volume is getting higher. Be careful. Be careful with the upside period right now. Don't be a hero. Don't be a hero with the upside right now. 20 actually, let me see something else. Okay. Geo. 28 days to go, 70 delta, 29 calls. Either Randy. Yeah, thank you, Randy, for posting that. Yeah, Chuck is way far. He's near San Francisco. He's near Clint Eastwood, literally. CLS, I still like this for a longer term swing trade. We don't do those in the pit, but if you're into longer type swing trades, there's nothing wrong with this stock. Just FYI. Alaskan Airlines. Now, today you got to be careful because Delta came out with positive news, which is driving all of them. But I want to see how this behaves in a few days. I like this. I like how it looks too right now, and it's not overextended. It's a little overextended, just a hair. But I've always had good luck with this stock, generally speaking. It tends to trend pretty well. 71 delta, about 65 call. Again, I would be very cautious right now. I would be very, very cautious right now. Okay, please, please, please. Wow, this is amazing. Can't wait till I can trade like this. David, you could trade like this now. Explain a little bit about movement you look for in a bear call spread. Not right now, Omar. I'm pressed for time because I have a class and Matt's not here. But I'd love to do it next week if you remind me in the beginning of the program. Hey guys, make a note. Omar, make a note. I'd love to in the beginning of the program. The stop on ALK would be below this pivot right here. Let me make it bigger. Be like right here, about 62-ish, 62.50-ish. You want to be below this pivot right here. And you probably want to wait for this to back away, get a little closer to the 8-day EMA, but not too far down. You got to kind of have to use a little discretion here because because with the market and all that. I think you understand. But Omar, just remind me. I'll gladly talk about it. Just remind me in the beginning so I could pace myself. All right. Sean says zero DT, not gambling. I need to learn more. Well, Sean, that's why I say if we do zero DT, they're going to be scalps. There's going to be like a 45-minute max hold time on those type of trades. Okay. So basically, if they move past a certain level, we're going to get rid of them. Like today, if they move down like 30, 40 cents, I would have cut it. It's different than what Matt was putting on last week. A scalp is a short-term trade, John. 4, 5, 6 bars, 1 hour maximum, in and out. In and out, that's what it's all about. That's what a scalp is. The kind of trades we do in the pit, short term. Learn. I have to learn more about the market. Learn. Let's put a VWAP on it. Look how it broke right above the VWAP. That means everybody who bought from this point on, the previous high, is currently making money. The stock is at an all-time high. You know what that means? That means there's no happy sellers. There's no overhead resistance. We can't even draw a trend line. That's pretty damn good. I wish we bought it right here, right there. But yeah, $2. Wait for it to hit the VWAP. But I still like it. 42 days out, 70 delta, 110 call. And I can tell you one thing. If stocks are bullish today on a day like this, when the Dow is down 600 points, I could assure you it's being bought by institutions. There's no question it's being bought by institutions. Not one shred of doubt. The downside I'm concerned about, and look at the Dow, it's breaking, by the way. Not good. I hate to say I told you so, but I've been talking about this. Was that the hokey pokey? No hokey pokey here. What is a good delta to use to trade options for calls and puts? It's 0.70 or higher. Martin, you could do it. You have to sign a disclosure. You could do it. You could get around it. Hokey pokey. I don't know. FTAI. Now, a little overextended. This needs to pull back, but I like the fact that it's breaking this level, but it's too far from the 8-day EMA, but I do like it. So consider this just a heads up that I like the stock. And sometimes when I like stocks, they will move for a long time. Good for you, David. Nice. Happy to hear that. That's right, John. That's right. You're learning. Pepsi calls. Are you kidding me? Pepsi calls right now? Whoever said that is not following anything that I've been saying. Dale, you buy Pepsi calls. If you buy Pepsi calls, then you're assuming you're smarter than everybody who's been selling from here to here. Do you think you're smarter than everybody who sold from here to here? Let me tell you what I say to you, Dale. I would rather be the last guy I would rather be the last guy to sell than the first guy to buy in this scenario. Yeah, you keep thinking, Dale, you will go bankrupt pretty quick. Pretty quick. No, Dale Sadler, different Dale. Oh, I know Dale, it's a short. We got a few Dales here. As a matter of fact, we just made money on this on weekly cash flow. Yeah, I'd rather be the last guy to the party than to be the first guy at the party, right? Think about it. Would you rather be the last guy to the party or the first guy to the party? I'd rather be the last guy to the party than the first guy to the party anytime. Good, Sean. Good. A lot of you don't realize how much you guys know in such a short time. Look at Target. Target is interesting. Nice trend developing. We made money when we rolled it over. We redeemed ourselves on this trade actually. But what I don't like about it, it's got a lot of resistance here. So I would rather wait for it to break these levels. But my eyes are starting to eye target. All right. I am going to give you a link again and get ready for my class that's happening in 15 minutes. Let's see here. Let me give you that link. 1 p.m. It could transform how you look at daily moves. It's going to have a little seasonality. It's going to be a very cool class, and you're going to learn a lot in this class. And I'm going to give you a lot of very cool dates. I don't want you to miss it. And here's the link for this class. It's happening in a few minutes. And I'm telling you, you guys don't want to miss it. Yeah, Phil, he's great. His best friend and his neighbor, who works at Fidelity, from what I understand, which is very good for me to have an inside man. He's having a wedding today, and Matt is a really good guy, and he's a very helpful guy, as you all know. So he's his best man. So he's doing his thing. MCHP, beautiful breakdown. Beautiful breakdown. What can I tell you? But the problem is, here's the problem, guys. The Dow is down 650 points. Everything looks good for a short. I mean, not everything, but do you see the problem? The problem is you got to wait for a stock that you like to the downside. So let's say you like that stock. What was that stock? Let's say you like Budweiser, okay? See how Budweiser's going down? What I want to see is I want to put the SPY next to it, and I want to see what happens when the SPY rallies 3 to 5 candles. And if this stock is still going down, then it's a good short. Because right now, if I put the SPY, see how SPY is going up? That's good. It's got relative strength. But generally speaking, that's what we want. We want stocks that are going down when the SPY starts going up. Then you at least know it's got relative strength. But it's very hard to gauge stocks to the downside when the Dow's down 650 points and there's 11 stocks breaking up to the upside. It puts us in a pickle. Okay? Shop, I could take a look at Shop. Shop, if Shop gets above the 50-day, it'll look good. But right now, it's making lower highs. So no soup there. Snow, I've been talking about Snow quite a bit. Snow is kind of choppy. Needs to break above this level. Needs to break above 173 first. All right, guys, I have a class. I still have to eat. I haven't eaten anything. I have to eat in the next 15 minutes, and I'll see you guys. Again, links. Here's the link. I'll see you guys there in a few minutes. This is all brand new material. This is not something rehashed from earlier in the week. Okay? Bye, guys. Have a great day. Love you all. Thank you for being here. If I didn't answer your question, please email me, roger@rogerscott.com, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. I hope to see you in a few minutes. Bye.